Welcome to Money RX for CRNAs and nurse practitioners. I'm Brett Fellows, certified financial planner, and today we are tackling a topic that high-earning APRNs often overlook: Social Security. Now, I know what you're thinking. Brett, I have been earning $200,000 a year for most of my career. Social Security is going to be a drop in the bucket. I get it. I hear this all the time. When you've spent decades maxing out your 403b or your 401k, maybe building a brokerage account and living below your means, Social Security really feels like a done deal, an afterthought. But here's the reality. A well-timed Social Security strategy can generate hundreds of thousands of dollars in additional lifetime income. It can reduce your taxes. It can protect your surviving spouse. Let me show you this by walking through a hypothetical situation. So imagine an APRN couple. Both are age 62. The husband, David, let's say he's a CRNA and earns $200,000 per year. The wife, Sarah, works part-time as an NP and earns $80,000 a year. So they want to retire at age 65 and they have $1.8 million saved. David's Social Security benefit at full retirement age is $3,800 per month, while Sarah's is $1,600. And they're trying to figure out when to claim Social Security. Now, when I look at a situation like this, I typically find three problems. First off, they're planning to claim at age 65 because that's when they retire. And so they think that the two decisions are connected, but they haven't thought about how their claiming decisions affects survivor benefits. And lastly, they have no idea that their retirement income could trigger higher Medicare premiums. Now, honestly, this situation is not very unique. Most high-earning nurses treat Social Security as simple. Once you reach retirement age, you claim benefits, and then you move on. But for high earners, there is real money at stake here. So today, I want to walk you through Social Security strategies that matter for high-earning CRNAs and nurse practitioners. So today, I'm going to give you 9 things that you need to understand before you claim. So let's dive into them. First off, number 1, know your full retirement age. So this, for obvious reasons, is the foundation of every Social Security decision. Your full retirement age depends on when you were born. If you were born in 1960 or later, your full retirement age is 67. If you were born between 1955 and 1959, it's somewhere between 66 and 67. Now, why does this even matter? Because claiming early reduces your benefit permanently. Claim at age 62 instead of age 67, and your benefit is reduced by about 30%. Now, that's not a temporary reduction. That is forever. And it also affects your cost of living adjustments going forward. So a smaller base means smaller raises, which leads us to number 2. Understand why delaying pays off. So for every year you delay past your full retirement age, your benefit increases by 8% per year. And that is guaranteed. There is no stock market risk. There are no strings attached. And try to show me another investment that gives you a guaranteed 8% annual return. Trust me, you cannot find it. If your full retirement age benefit is $3,800 per month, waiting until age 70 increases it to about $4,700 per month. So that's an extra $900 per month, every month, for the rest of your life. Over 20 years of retirement, that's $216,000 in additional income. And that higher benefit is inflation adjusted. So it grows with cost of living adjustments every year. Number 3, maximize your 35-year calculation. So Social Security calculates your benefit based on your highest 35 years of earnings. If you worked fewer than 35 years, zeros get averaged into your calculation. Now, you don't have to be a math wizard to realize that those zeros hurt. Now, the reality is many nurses took time off for school or raising children or caring for family members. And so if you have low earning years or zeros in your record, every additional year you work replaces one of those low years with a high earning year. Let's say you have 32 years of work history. 3 zeros are being averaged in. So working 3 more years eliminates those zeros entirely. And your benefit could increase significantly just from that change. You can check your earnings record at ssa.gov. Create an account and go look at your statement. It really is a great exercise that everyone should do. Then number 4, coordinate spousal benefits strategically. So when both spouses qualify for Social Security, the timing of it matters. And the strategy that works for most couples is this. The higher earner delays until age 70. What this does is this locks in the highest possible monthly payout and the highest possible survivor benefit. Now, the lower earner can claim earlier, and so this provides income sooner and reduces how much you need to withdraw from your investments, which is hugely important. Now, if the lower earner's own benefit is less than 50% of the higher earner's full retirement age benefit, they might also qualify for a spousal top-up. So the spousal benefit can be up to 50% of the higher earner's benefit at their full retirement age. But keep in mind, the lower earner cannot receive the spousal benefit until the higher earner claims. So this, as I hope you're seeing, is where the coordination gets interesting, which brings us to number 5. Use the bridge strategy. So what if you want to retire at 62, but delay Social Security until age 70? Well, you need to bridge that gap. So the bridge strategy uses your investment portfolio to fund your expenses between that retirement date and when you start Social Security. So you retire at your target age. You draw from your taxable accounts or your retirement accounts, and you let Social Security grow in the background. At age 70, you turn on the higher Social Security benefit. Yes, you are spending down your portfolio during those bridge years. But keep in mind, you're trading a smaller, more volatile asset for possibly a larger guaranteed income stream. And for high earners with substantial savings, this often makes the most sense. Now, for you mathematicians out there, the break-even point is typically around age 80 to 82. If you live past that age, delaying Social Security wins. And think about it. Most healthy 62-year-olds should plan to live well into their 80s or beyond. Number 6, do not forget survivor benefits. Now, this is one most couples overlook. When one spouse dies, the surviving spouse keeps the higher of the 2 benefits, not both, just one. So if David is receiving $4,700 per month and Sarah is receiving $1,900, their combined Social Security income is $6,600 per month. When David passes away, Sarah's income drops to $4,700 per month. So the $1,900 disappears. That's a 29% income cut. But If David had claimed at 67 instead of 70, well, Sarah's survivor benefit would only be $3,800 per month. So by delaying to age 70, David protected Sarah with an extra $900 per month for the rest of her life. And if Sarah lives 15 years after David, that's $162,000 in additional survivor income. So this is why the higher earner should almost always delay. Number 7, watch out for IRMAA. Now, you've heard me talk about this most likely. IRMAA stands for Income Related Monthly Adjustment Amount. So it is a surcharge on your Medicare premiums if your income is too high. Medicare looks at your income from 2 years ago. In 2026, if your modified adjusted gross income exceeds $106,000 for a single filer or $212,000 for a married couple, you pay more for your Medicare Part B and Part D. And the surcharges are tiered. The more you earn, the more you pay. At the highest tier, a married couple could pay over $10,000 per year in extra Medicare premiums. So Social Security benefits count towards this income threshold. So do RMD's required minimum distributions from your 401k or 403b or IRA. So do Roth conversions. Any income you have counts towards this threshold. So I hope you're starting to see managing your income in retirement is critical to avoiding these surcharges. Which brings us to number 8. Consider Roth conversions and QCDs. So the years between retirement and Social Security are often your lowest income years. And this bracket creates a window for tax planning. Roth conversions move money from your tax-deferred accounts to your Roth accounts. Yes, you pay taxes now, but the money grows tax-free forever. And converting during low-income years means paying taxes at a lower rate. Because once Social Security kicks in, your income rises, so the conversion opportunity shrinks. Now, if you're 70 and a half or older, you can also use qualified charitable distributions, QCDs. So a QCD lets you donate up to $108,000 directly from your IRA to a charity. Now, the donation satisfies your required minimum distribution, but it doesn't count as taxable income. So lower taxable income means less of your Social Security is taxed, and it can also help you avoid IRMAA surcharges. So if you are at all charitably inclined, remember QCDs, qualified charitable distributions. This is a really powerful tax strategy. And number 9, understand the earnings test. If you claim Social Security before your full retirement age and continue working, your benefits may be reduced. So in 2026, if you earn more than $24,480, Social Security withholds $1 for every $2 you earn above that limit. And in the year you reach full retirement age, the limit is higher, $65,160. And the withholding is also less severe. It's $1 for every $3 over the limit. But once you hit full retirement age, there's no earnings limit. You can earn as much as you want. Now, the benefits that were withheld aren't actually lost forever. They're added back to your benefit at full retirement age. But for high-earning APRNs who plan to work past age 62, this is another reason to delay claiming. I mean, why claim early just to have your benefits withheld? All right, I'm going to wrap this up. Remember that hypothetical couple that I mentioned in the beginning, David and Sarah. Both are age 62 and wanting to retire at age 65. So let's say they instead work through these strategies. Here's what changes for them. Sarah claims her benefit at 65 to provide income right away. David delays until 70. So his benefit then grows from $3,800 to $4,700 per month. They then use the bridge strategy, drawing from their $1.8 million portfolio to cover that gap of time. They also do Roth conversions during their low income years before David claims Social Security. So this way they structure their withdrawals to stay below IRMAA thresholds. And David's higher benefit protects Sarah with a strong survivor benefit. Now, over their lifetime, these decisions could add hundreds of thousands of dollars to their household. Again, not because they had more money than other couples, but because they had a strategy. So Social Security is not an afterthought for high earners. It is a tax-efficient, inflation-adjusted income stream that could anchor your entire retirement. So do not leave money on the table. Use these strategies. Run the numbers. Get help if you need it. And if you want help putting together a plan for your specific situation, reach out. You can schedule a complimentary discovery meeting through the link in the show notes. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you for listening to this episode of Money RX for CRNAs and nurse practitioners. I'm Brett Fellows, and until next time, take care of yourself and take care of your money.
This podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only. It should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions. This podcast does not engage in rendering legal, financial, or other professional services.